members of the OCA Executive Board, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The Guangzhou Asian Games Organizing Committee has reported its progress on preparations for the 16th Asian Games at the recently concluded 45th OCA Executive Board meeting and the 24th OCA General Assembly. Today, I would like to take this opportunity to present to you a general picture of Guangzhou in 2010 as the host city of the Asian Games. Guangzhou, blessed with rich culture and a long history, is one of China's most important economic and cultural centers, as well as a gateway to the outside world. The hosting of the 16th Asian Games offers a great opportunity for its development. In the coming years, great efforts will be taken to carry out the construction and renovation of sports facilities for the Games, the improvement of transportation infrastructure and the urban services facilities, and the enhancement of the ecological environment and landscape. Meanwhile, great importance has been attached to the preservation of the city's historical and cultural heritages. By 2010, with the harmonious combination of sound ecological system and a favorable social environment, glorious traditional culture, and dynamic modernization, Guangzhou will surely become a more prosperous, charming, and livable city. According to our development plan, the city is extending towards the south and east along the Pearl River water system and developing into a multi-centered metropolis based on the natural landscape of mountains, rivers, urban areas, farmland, and sea. The space configuration and the layout of the whole city will be optimized. The ongoing construction and renovation of the sports venues for the Games will meet the demands of the ecological and environmental protection and the needs of competition and training, regional development, and post-Games utilization. By 2010, Guangzhou will have two sports complexes, that is, Guangdong Olympic Sports Center, Tianhe Sports Center, and several community sports centers that are complementary in their functions. The athletes' village for the Games will be located in Guangzhou New Town, the south part of the city, covering an area of 120 hectares. With a floor space of 358,000 square meters, the village will offer 2,500 athlete apartments, 15,000 beds, and comprehensive supporting facilities. The new Guangzhou TV Broadcasting Center, to be inaugurated in 2009, is situated at the bank of the Pearl River as one of the contemporary urban landmarks of Guangzhou. It is a multifunction complex for television broadcasting, tourism and entertainment, adequate for TV production and broadcasting of the Games. In the coming years, Guangzhou will witness remarkable improvements in its transportation facilities. By 2010, Beijing International Airport will reach a handling capacity of 45 billion passenger trips per year as an air hub that links Guangzhou with other big cities, home and abroad. A new railway station and a new passenger railway leading to the central part of China will be completed by 2008. 3 ring expressways, 4 vertical highways, 4 horizontal highways, and 12 radiant freeways around the city will be a road network interlinking the cities in the Pearl River Delta, including Hong Kong. 9 metro lines will be completed with a total length of 255 kilometers and an annual handling capacity of 1.3 billion passenger trips. By then, you'll find an easy access to the city, sports venues, athletes village, and other facilities. The 2010 Asian Games is boosting the tourism industry, especially the accommodation facilities of the city. By 2010, there will be about 300 star-rated hotels with a total of 50,000 rooms and 2,000 other lodging facilities with 180,000 beds. Various accommodation options, quality and efficient services will be offered to participants of the Games from Asian countries and regions and guests from all over the world. Guangzhou's urban ecological environment will take on a new look in 2010. Now, we are launching the Green Mountain, Green Land project and the Blue Sky Clear Water project, aiming at more woods, green belts, parks and green spaces, and a better protection of ecological environment. Greater achievements in Guangzhou's cultural facilities will be made. 32 cultural facilities have been completed and put into use, which include the new Opera House, Public Library, Museum, Science Center, etc. At the same time, more efforts will be dedicated to the preservation of historical and cultural heritages, such as the archaeological sites of Nanjing Kingdom, the starting port of ancient marine silk road, the traditional streets and districts, and signs of historical significance. During the Games, various cultural activities will be showcased with local favors, such as Cantonese opera, music, acrobat, culinary arts, and folk dances. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2010, you'll find Guangzhou a city with diversified culture, traditional and modern, an international metropolis with advanced infrastructure and booming economy, an ideal tourist destination with beautiful landscape, natural sceneries, and rich cultural heritages, a sporting city with well-equipped facilities and passion for sports, and a friendly city with great hospitality. In 2010, you'll find Guangzhou Asian Games a spectacular sports gallery, wholesome and exciting, green and clean. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. It will be held in 2010. Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, please join me in congratulating our colleague as the newly elected Vice President of the International Olympic Committee, Mr. Igaya. Please. we are honored at your election, Mr. Igaya. My dear friends, we are honored also to have in our midst the chairperson of the Women in Sports Commission of the International Olympic Committee, an IOC member, Ms. Anita de France.
Mr. President, members, and friends, it's an honor for me to stand before you, and after watching the presentation and the reports on all these games, I understand that you have a great legacy of people who know how to operate major sports events, and you're continuing that legacy because the legacy is truly the people. The people I want to speak about at the moment are the women, because we have to work to make sure that every games, at every level of sport, women are involved. Most particularly today, I'm reminding you that at the Beijing Games, we have a chance to have 100% of all the National Olympic Committees arrive with women. This would be a great occasion to finish that work and to make sure that in each National Olympic Committee, women can come back with the experience of being an Olympian and understanding even better what the Olympic movement is about. So I wish to encourage you and wish to remind you that if any NOC does not yet have women at the level, our partners, Olympic Solidarity, would be happy to assist. And also, next year, there's a deadline for which to apply for an invitation. So please be aware of the deadlines, because if it passes, then there's no opportunity for an athlete who might just be below the level to have that athlete also compete and share in the world's celebration of human excellence. So with that, Mr. Chairman and dear friends, I will conclude my brief request for help, and I know that this meeting will go on very quickly. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, at this point in time, we would like to ask our colleague, IOC Vice President, Mr. Igaya, to please give us some few remarks.
Mr. Secretary General, distinguished members of the Executive Board, distinguished sports leaders from Asian countries, ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely happy to be here with you today, and also listening and watching the beautiful presentation of the future organizing committees. As President Rowe stated, we have had a very successful Winter Olympic Games in Turin. Record 80 countries came to attend. And also another record was established, that was medalists came from 26 different countries. That means that the Winter Games has been developing steadily, and I'm glad to see that Chonshu, I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it correctly, but preparing a beautiful Winter Asian Games. I really admire your tireless effort to promote the Olympic movement in Asia. As President Rogue stated, that Asia has been placing a very important part of the Olympic movement. And this will, of course, come to no end. We will be steadily developing our sports movement here and at the same time the Olympic movement. Asia, no doubt, is one of the very important member of the Olympic movement, and I sincerely hope that with your help, Olympic movement in Asia will further develop. I sincerely hope that all of you here gathering in this beautiful city will have a very productive meetings and also get to know each other. Thank you very much.
Some short remarks, probably render a song from newly elected IOC member, Prince
Thank you, Chairman. I won't give you a song this time, ladies and gentlemen, but it was a great honor in February that I became an IOC member. In fact, Asia, as you all know, is probably underrepresented at the IOC level. I was one of 5 new members, so the only one from Asia, and I'm deeply honored to be a member. But I'd just like to say, being an IOC member hasn't changed me. I'm still the same. I'm still your friend and colleague, and you can still talk to me anytime you want to. Thank you very much.
That is nice to hear. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have a 10-minute break, but we would like to encourage you to enjoy your snacks outside and come back immediately. We will start, we will resume with our meeting in 10 minutes. And then we will have the presentation of the bid cities for the 2014 Asian Games, starting with Incheon, then New Delhi. Very active. We have a lot of events that are going on in our continent, and a lot of activities for the development of sports. We are actually working in advance for the preparation of these very important events. And the next in line is actually the 2014 Asian Games, which will follow Guangzhou in 2010. And we have 2 cities that are bidding to host the 2014 Asian Games, and we would like to ask them to make their presentations before us. So first, that I would like to call is Incheon, Korea. Please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, distinguished OCA board members, and dear friends. I'm very pleased to meet all of you again today after the OCA General Assembly in Guangzhou, September last year. Before I make short remarks, I would like to introduce some of our committee members, including our Metropolitan City Mayor. Now I introduce Mr. An Sang-soo, Mayor of the City of Incheon. As all of my friends know, he joined at least 6 regional games since last September. East Asian Game, Indoor Game, Sea Game, West Asian Game. I think it's OCA record within 6 months joined 6 regional game in Asia. So give me big hand again. Thank you very much. Then next, I would like to introduce our City Council Chairwoman, Ms. Park Sung-suk. As you may understand, she has all the city cop, so she support our bidding committee for financially and morally for everything. Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce our very dear committee member, Jang Chang-sam. He is first Korean Olympic medalist, came from Incheon. Olympic medal in 1964 in Tokyo. He gave all the joys and glories and happiness to Korea. So he now one of member of our bidding committee. Thank you. Then I would like to introduce Ambassador Park. He is dispatched from central government to support our bidding effort. Thank you. We have another ambassador, Ambassador Choi, also dispatched from central government to support our bidding effort, and he's now responsible for international relations. Thank you. And Mr. Park, our Secretary General, will take over all our bidding committee of affairs. Thank you. And lastly, I would like to introduce President Ham. He's President of Asian Rugby Federation and also member of our bidding committee. Thank you. Thank you very much. I myself and Mayor An of Incheon City joined many regional games in Asia last year, and we have listened to many precious suggestions from our NOC friends. I would like to report some progress of our bidding committee since OCA General Assembly in Guangzhou. First, prominent Korean sports leaders such as Dr. Jung Mong-jun of FIFA and Dr. Lee Hyun-taek, former KOC president, and Dr. Kim Un-young, former IOC vice president, and many others joined our Incheon bidding committee to support our cause. Secondly, our bidding committee office has moved to the center of New Incheon City, overlooking the panoramic view of the future of our city and Asian Games. Third, we now have almost 40 full-time staff in order to prepare and listen to various suggestions from Asian NOCs. Now, I would like to invite our Mayor An for short remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Honorable OCA members and distinguished guests, it's my great pleasure and honor to have representatives of NOCs and OCA here in Seoul. I am most delighted to have this opportunity to share with you Incheon's vision as I did at the 21st OCA General Assembly in Guangzhou and the OCA board meeting in Kuwait. Since then, the Incheon city government has been doing everything it can do to develop the bid. In fact, hosting 2014 Asian Games is our top priority this year. And we are now committing all our resources to this goal. We have the full support of our citizens and the central government as well, both administratively and financially. We are confident because hosting the games fits perfectly with our vision for a new city. I can assure you that Incheon will stage a festival where all participants enjoy the benefits of high technology and the fun of diverse cultural events. The 2.6 million citizens of Incheon and all Koreans keenly await your decision in December, Qatar. I can promise you, if you choose Incheon, we will exceed your expectations. Thank you for your attention.
Now we present our video presentation.
Tears of joy makes us tremble with excitement and joy. Asia is Asia. Asia is one. Leaping over all obstacles, Asia is moving ever onward. Heaven, earth, wind and water tantalize the five senses. It's a beautiful world out there. On that beautiful earth stands the Republic of Korea, a country that triumphed over adversity and ready for greater change and challenges. But for all the glories of the past decades, it is time to put it aside and stride towards the opening of a new era in 2014. The future is now at this world-class city. Incheon will reach for the skies with all of Asia in 2014.
아시아에 살고 있는 40억 인구가 대한민국의 인천에서 모여서 큰 축제의 한마당이 이루어지기를 진심으로 기대합니다. 2014년 인천 아시안 게임이 이루어진다면 대한민국 정부는 아시아인들이 모여서 큰 한마당을 벌릴 수 있도록 최대한 지원할 것을 약속하겠습니다.
Incheon is changing to make Asia's dream come true in 2014. And now we make a wish for all our hearts to bring all of Asia together. Incheon we promise, hopes and joys, with Asia we share.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Hyun-Jung Lee, Chief of Korea's Seoul Office of Incheon Asian Games Bidding Committee. I am very honored to present today in front of all of you. Your Excellencies and OCA members, Incheon, as you know, is one of Korea's largest cities. It has been described as the winged city. In introducing the city and its strength, I would like to describe the development plan and state clearly for your consideration what kind of Asian games we would like to deliver and we can deliver. First, let me introduce our beautiful city of Incheon. Our brand, the Winged City, is quite appropriate as the vast majority of people flying into and out of Korea to do so through Incheon International Airport. As Korea's largest West Coast port, we are a regional logistics center. We have great facilities. In fact, many venues to be used for the Asian Games are already built in place. We are very conveniently located, less than 1 hour from the center of the capital city, which is Seoul. Another great advantage is our temperate climate. We have 4 distinctive seasons. During the proposed games period, the average temperature will be 20 degrees Celsius, which is perfect for the physical condition of all athletes and visitors. We have taken great pains over the years to protect and nourish the environment. Now, by law, 40% of Incheon is green. Our sea is clean, and our wetlands preservation program is in place to preserve the natural ecosystems in this area. We propose Incheon Munhak Sports Complex as the main stadium. We can guarantee that all venues and practice facilities will be conveniently located and equipped with the state-of-the-art technology and equipment. Incheon already has 14 general hospitals and over 2,000 clinics. Medical personnel are of international standard. Our transportation system is rationally laid out for maximum convenience for all of you. Korea has great experience of the type of cooperation required between central and city governments for hosting large sports events. Incheon's confidence comes from our own experience. Last year, we staged the Asian Athletic Championships, and this year, we are planning to prepare for the World Junior Badminton Championships. Korea has one of the lowest crime rates among OECD countries. Our country is safe, and our city of Incheon is safe. And our citizens are well known for their kindness and hospitality to visitors. All the large-scale international events have all been undertaken without any incidents. The central government has fully supported our bid, and citizens are near unanimous in support. The reason for the overwhelming support is that Incheon citizens believe that the Asian Games will be economically beneficial due to the synergy effect with the city's development plans. As our brand suggests, Incheon is taking off. Let me explain how. Since the OCA assembly in Gwangju, Incheon has expanded the bid committee, and as indication of the enthusiasm behind us, we have designated the year 2000, which is this year, as the Asian Games bid year. New sports facilities have moved to the planning stage. Further, the Incheon New City project is being accelerated. It forms the development context to our bid, so let me address in more detail. The New City project is the world's largest private real estate development. It is greatly upgrading Incheon with new buildings, with new bridges, and 2 additional subway lines. The new city is designed to be a futuristic hub city for Northeast Asia and will be completed by the year 2012, which is only 2 years prior to our 2014 Asian Games. The Athletes' Village will be designed and built according to principles of environmentalism, privacy for athletes, respect for their needs and preferences, safety, and efficiency. The village will be a mix of high and low-story buildings. There will of course be top-quality cuisine to suit all tastes and preferences from all different parts of Asia. For officials and visitors, we will be doubling the number of hotel rooms in Incheon. Medical facilities in Incheon are already world top class. We will build on this strong foundation. In the Athletes Village, clinics will offer world-class services. Oriental medical staff and facilities will be available. Facility planning and staff training will take cultural considerations into account as well. The convention center in the new city will serve as the OCA headquarters. It will also house the main media center. Planning for the 20,000 square meter main media center will ensure that all TV and print journalists are provided with the best technological support and accommodation facilities. If you arrive in Incheon by plane in daylight, you will see that numerous islands dotting the coast of Incheon. In the other direction lies Seoul, the capital city. During the games, we will provide free tours to nearby sites, to Incheon and to Seoul. Korea's culture is a mix of traditional and the young and passionate. This dynamism manifests in the nightlife, in the love of e-games, and in the passion for sports. The host of the Asian Games bears great responsibility. This is our vision. Our objective is simple. We would like to be a model host. We will demonstrate the synergy between regional development plans and hosting the games. We will be a model of high-tech games. We will deliver a green games. We will also share the benefits. Let me explain these points. As you know, Korea is technology leader. Incheon is developing into a ubiquitous city. This means wireless communication anywhere, anytime. We pledge state-of-the-art technology in all games-related facilities. And given the speed of technology development in this field, this may even include the technology that you and I have never even heard of yet. We offer you a green games, planned and operated according to the highest standards of environmental, social, and financial sustainability. Incheon is a green city by the sea. City programs include the construction of a sports complex on a restored landfill. To ensure the memory of the games lives on, a district of the new city will be an Asian village, with its streets named after Asian countries' capital cities. In terms of sharing the benefits of the games, we are looking at how to best contribute to the OCA's Olympiasia program. In addition, the city will develop a dream program aimed at helping young sports athletes throughout Asia achieve their highest sporting goals. This is our promise to all of you. We will, with the best levels of cooperation, with the best technology, with the best financing and best planning, deliver for all of you the greatest Asian Games ever. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for your question. I would like to give my last short remarks to finish our presentation. If we win the game at the end of this year, we will deliver the very best games in the history of Asian Games in the following ways. First, we will make sure to have Incheon Asian Games much better than any of previous Asian Games and even better the Olympic Games. Second, we will find many big sponsors, both domestic and multinational companies, to make the games best in marketing and profitability. Third, we will connect the new Incheon city development with Asian Games, making the Asian Games as a big momentum for development of the new city. Finally, our bidding committee and the city of Incheon